as the Red Hawk fans are getting ready for a terrific game in this one. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Got it. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yards.
Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
With the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on second and goal. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Quinn. Touchdown, Miami! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Miami, Ohio, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Hold and finds his man on the left. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
He's tackled.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time, playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Quinn. That's caught, it's Russell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Redhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Russell. Turning it on. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught over the middle. It's Horn. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's enough.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Quinn. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Second down coming after.
And the Red Hawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Finds his man on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
On the screen. Gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
Creates a little room. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside, get the first down. Really tough to stop.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. He's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Air Force. Number
It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Using his leg, it's Woods. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's caught. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Grab near the marker. It's Black. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Air Force.
Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Red Hawks in the hurry up. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Wood. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bolden. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back on the option, the give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Red Hawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Russell. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Redhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance.
Touchdown Falcons! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Oh, they're after him! The Red Hawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Quinn. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He might want another play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Horn. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Hawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Handoff from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Air Force. And the comeback is on.
Air Force.
This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
And your Miami, Ohio Redhawks will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Miami. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Falcons want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kruger. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Look out, he's got room.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Clinton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ball down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Dropping back, it's Quinn. Caught near the sticks, it's Russell. Turning it on! And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Redhawks.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Miami, Ohio, 45, Air Force 28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Motion from the wideout. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed.